TX5, you ask anybody, and we're known for our high quality stuff.
Tell us your name and what you do.
My name's Matthew Tompkins. I'm the owner of TX5 Custom Gear.
I first met Matt at a trade show 3 years ago.
Matt's a little bit of a character.
You give him an idea, and the first prototype he spits out and it almost looks like a finished product. It's really impressive.
I wanted to meet him because I thought he made some really cool gear. And what I liked most about him was he wasn't afraid to try different things.
He's just a lot of fun to be around, right? He's a lot of fun to work with.
And so I went up, I introduced myself, and during that conversation we talked about a backpack. I actually asked him, hey, would you ever be interested in a collaboration between the two of us of some kind? And he immediately offered, like, hey, let me send you one of my backpacks and see what you think about it. And he did, and since the moment I got that, I used that backpack for every single thing I did hunting-wise. I scouted with it in the spring, I hunted with it early season, I hunted with it in October, and I hunted with it in late season.
We want to put, thousands of hours on something or hundreds of hours on something at a minimum to truly understand how this thing is going to function and fit and perform long term for anyone who buys one of our products.
And the thing I liked most about it was the absolute perfect size. And the only way you achieve that is by spending time in the field. And Matt was doing that, and that's how he nailed that pack. So then last year in 2023, we had some issues come up that were ultimately out of our control, but they were still our responsibility. So we had to fix them immediately. And the result of that was it pushed back our product development cycle significantly. So when we got to October of last year, we had to figure out how to finish the product for 2024, and we had to figure out how to do it as fast as possible. So during that time, I decided to give Matt a call and follow up our conversation about a collaboration between TX5 and Latitude.
So the conversation with Alex. Alex had called me in early October of 2023, and we had a discussion about a backpack.
And when I called him, it was like, a couple years had gone by, but it was like we never missed a beat.
Our conversation, kind of morphed into, or we just kind of talked about everything. We were on the phone for like 2 hours. Towards the end of the conversation, we were about to get off the phone, and he just said, man, I got a question for you. And he asked if I had ever considered working for Latitude. At the time I hadn't. I was like, no, I really haven't. I've kind of got my own thing going, and I've got my full-time job. And, he asked the question, well, what would it take for you to come work for Latitude?
Then I told him I had to go talk to my partners and see what they thought about this.
During that time when Alex, I was waiting, that was in my brain.
And when I called him back, that's when he had some news for me.
But during that time is when I found out that the mill was closing.
It definitely felt like a major setback. That first day was definitely very emotional, and we knew that there was going to be a lot of issues that came from that and how it was going to affect our family. I mean, it was not news that anybody wanted to hear, and it was a hard pill to swallow.
The day after, I was up here at the shop working. I always wanted to do what I was doing with TX5 for a living, but I just never thought I would be able to get there. And Al says,
sometimes these things happen for a reason. Sometimes things are meant to be.
So I just kept telling him, I kept telling him thank you, because it was, I only had to think it for a day. I only had to think about for a day, and really it was God. God came through and opened up that door for me and just took that stress off my back. And, it was a blessing.
Yeah, there's a lot of value with Matt, obviously. What do you think is, like, if you were to say, this is how Matt has made us better as a company, what would you say?
I think Matt has taken a, we try to learn by doing in product development, and really everything within our team across our company. We try to learn by doing and try to avoid that paralysis by analysis. Fail fast, learn fast. Matt has taken that to the next level for our team. Obviously, especially with product, but Matt just, a lot of times, he'll build something sometimes before we fully define a problem, but we learn so much because he'll just go out and do that. He shows up on calls with things he's already built, says, hey, well, why don't we think about this in this way? And that is just really accelerated our ability to learn as we're working on product, but it's enhanced us culturally across the whole team to think in the same way.
It's been amazing so far. Adding him to the team, it's added a ton of horsepower to what we're doing up here with Latitude, 100%.
After working with Matt for only a very short amount of time here, it's very, very obvious that he is the epitome of our core values. So Matt he's not just a designer here, Matt is a leader.
TX5, you ask anybody, and we're known for our high quality stuff. And when I got the Latitude products in my hand, it was there. The quality was there, and I could tell they had that high quality standard like I do. The three founders, Kev.
Does that mean we're recording?
Alex.
Are we rolling?
And Jake.
Is this good, or is this worse?
They're very passionate, integrity-driven guys, but they're all three different. So Alex seems like a guy that just goes with his gut.
This is gonna be a lot of fun, D-Rack. There's nothing I love more than just kind of letting it rip.
So Kev's real technical. Like he's always making lists. He's on top of everything.
I would say that he probably said Kevin is very detail oriented, perhaps a little demanding, and he's not afraid to tell me what we're doing when.
Jake is he's always thinking.
What are they doing, Jake?
I don't know. Strapping something to a tree over there.
All three of those together, and it's a great combination. I'm kind of mixing in there with them, and I love it, man. It's just, I think we're gonna do great things. We're gonna bring Latitude Outdoors to the next level.
Are you good?
There's a phrase. I have an old coworker I used to work with at Microsoft. He said, "Never let a crisis go to waste."
At surface level, it seems like TX5 is going away, and the only thing really going away is the name. And the reality is the old Latitude's going away too. And the new collaboration that's been formed here is going to be far more powerful than we were individually. And that's why this decision has been made. And I couldn't be more excited to see what we're gonna do as a new team here.
Tell us your name and what you do.
I'm Matthew Tompkins, lead textile designer for Latitude Outdoors.